Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So this is video number 3 with the Audi S4 B5. What's left of it, unfortunately. So in the previous video we stripped it down. The chassis is standing outside in front of the unit, waiting to be put back onto the ramp and sort out the underneath. But first we have to strip the engine down so we can dispatch everything, send everything to the machine shop, get it ready to be assembled again, cleaned up, etc, etc, etc. So this video will be mainly for the engine teardown, and I'm actually quite excited to see how the engine looks like internally after 211,000 miles. So stay tuned and let's get to it.
I know it's bad, but I can't help myself. When I feel sad, I escape from my sense. Lately music's been my reminiscence. That's when I listen. I know it's bad that I can't help myself. When I get mad, I set fire to the hell. The only way to keep it at a distance, that's when I listen. Music is the reason why I stay. A cheering melody will fix a melancholic heart. The music is the reason. The music is the reason why.
So we are at the point when we remove the timing belt along with the water pump. To get to it we have to remove the power steering pump as well. And the oil here and there have few oil leaks, so it didn't actually had any rust where it's leaking oil, but wherever we didn't have any oil leak, it's a bit crunchy and rusty, but nothing serious. It's iron cast block, it's quite thick and everything. Is just visual wise doesn't look really good. So we will continue probably with the wiring loom, intake and the lot, separate the gearbox from the engine, then the subframe. So let's continue. Originalis. Ooh. Ooh. Uh-oh. So we had a bit of a break because there was a qualification going on, Formula 1 must-have Saturday, and currently we are in the middle of the week, so the intake was removed and we had a coolant pump which doesn't look bad, it's not leaking, but I think while we're here it will make sense to buy a new one, replace it, because it is old. It is there for 25 years, so I believe it's good time to actually get it done. Also, we have these EGT sensors, which I believe one of them have fault in the engine ECU, and it's very important for this platform to have the EGT sensors for the exhaust gas temperature. So we will be replacing them or refurbishing them or something. And also, the whole piping will be taken off and we will get it powder coated so it looks fresh. Another thing is, we do have this gasket for the inlet manifold, and if you have a look how much is actually left from the cylinder head to the gasket, there's lots of material what can be taken off. Of course we'll be putting the 2.8 cylinder head, so we will check like what's the port matching from the intake to the cylinder heads and onto the gasket. So ideally we will have the same size, which will allow like a better airflow. So yeah, lots of fun. We will continue now with whatever comes to my little eye. So let's continue. Bad feeling.
About
So based on the clutch condition, you can suggest how the owner behaved to the vehicle, and I'm afraid you will find out how I was misbehaving. Opa. Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Sad situation.
Seized.
Znamená, že už to je KO. To je strhnuté vo vnútri. Ešte s ním točím a nič sa nejde.
Music is the reason why I stay. I feel alive, I feel alive, I feel alive. The music is the reason, the music is the reason why I stay. I feel alive, I feel alive. The music is the reason why I stay.
Okay. Okay. No Chanel. Empty. Okay. To je iba tu a tu. Okay. And we have the engine on the stand or the holder. We have to remove the AC compressor because the coolant pump along with the power steering pipe don't want to come off. It's in the way, so next step is that. Then of course oil cooler with the filter housing, starter motor is still there, engine mounts, and when it's going to be stripped fully down we will continue with the bare block, so rocker covers, cylinder head gaskets and to the bottom end, so let's continue.
Line is right, and it is the every time. Couldn't run out right, so do it one more time. I don't wanna free fall, dancing in your cold. I
And we have a next day. The S4 B5 is stripped and taken apart. We have Miroslav here fitting up the Aquablast machine for cleaning. Can't wait to try it. But something's happening. Probably it's already working. But S4 B5 engine. So this is what's left. One trolley, one table, something over there, and something over here. And I will show you why I think the engine would probably collapse in next 100 or 200 miles. First of all, the engine was standing for a very long time, and I think the result of the whole thing is this. So engine block, it looks like rusty Titanic block. Internals, I think they'll be alright. We're just gonna send them for honing, so it looks good. We gotta clean up the whole thing, and of course we have to make sure everything is in top condition to put it back together. There's loads of stuff I think what shouldn't be there, so that will be loads of cleaning. And yeah, I think the engine block will be all right. When we're gonna go to the main bearings, again, I don't think they look too bad. However, there are a few spots here and there, but nothing critical. Crankshaft will give you a bit of an indication straight away that the car was standing, and from time to time it was started, because somewhere like over here we have like a darker map where the oil probably over the months or even years just like leaked out. There was not enough oil film after the first startup, how it fired up. We have few markings here and there, especially on the conrod side. The mine side don't look that bad, that can be polished out. So also the cups, mine bearings, they look all sort of good, decent for 200,000 miles. However, if we're getting to the pistons and conrods and everything what you see over here, I think that mainly the conrod bearings, you can see they've a bit not good, especially this one here, guys. This is, to me, like the oil film was gone, and again, this is the result. It's completely like peeled off the top, and yeah, that's like 3-1, and I think that will be a conrod out in a very bad matter. When it comes to the pistons and rings, of course, there's a bit of a carbon buildup on the top, but nothing major. And for 200,000 miles, the oil ring and everything, I think it looks decent. There's a bit of a carbon buildup in the ring, but nothing serious. Even the pistons look sort of good. The skirting and stuff is not actually that bad. So I think, anyways, we're putting different pistons and rods, but if we're just going to rebuild the engine, these are good to reuse with new components like piston rings and conrod bearings. Camshaft, my black edition camshafts. So you've seen them already, and they are dirty, like the whole cylinder head, what you've seen. And when I start up the engine after a very long time, there was a bit of a noise coming from there, so I think the chain was grinding on the cylinder head, but we'll have a new tensioners and chains, so that's fine. And yeah, the cams are, we have to check them if the profiles are not worn out. These ones don't have like rock arounds, they have these hydraulic tappers, and they are good. I don't see any problem with them. We will be replacing them, however, just to have a peace in mind, so that will be all good. And the turbos, so you've seen the movement from the turbos, and right now you can see the inlet, so it's moving here and it's moving here, and also the turbine is a bit questionable. I think there's loads of marking on them and doesn't look good, but we have new turbos coming on and everything. When it comes to the rest of the stuff, like I mentioned, alternator, air compressor, clutch, flywheel, dry shaft, everything gotta be sent out for cleaning, refurbishment and powder coating and everything, so that will be interesting. And when it comes to the upgraded stuff, I was thinking to use this intercooler, but we will not use it. And first thing, turbo. So we have a KO4 hybrid. You can probably see the difference in the intake, which lead us to not a problem, but we have to match the size of the intake to the white pipe, which I'll show you in a minute. The funny thing is the outlet side is pretty much the same, KO3, KO4, so I don't see any difference in there. Throttle body RS4 versus S4, again, when you have a look at it by an eye, you can't see a difference. but when you're gonna put them together and measure them, you can see it's much bigger. So bigger is better in this case. Also intercoolers, we have Wagner coolers, so you can see the difference in the height. Again, the inlet and outlet size is exactly the same. So we will have to be matching the size and see how that goes. We already have a problem to fit them in the chassis, so I have to adjust them over here, or we have to adjust the leg or something to actually fit them, because you can see it's wider by at least these two channels over here. So when it comes to the cylinder heads and everything, I was mentioning we will be putting the 2.8s. So if you have a look at the inlet size, this is the gasket for an inlet which was there on the 2.7, and if we will put it on the 2.7 cylinder head, you can see how much is actually there till you hit the edge of the gasket. When you put it on the 2.8, it's almost a straight match. We still have like a bit of a porting to do if you wanted to, so that's cool. Same situation on the inlet manifold. This is S4 inlet manifold. You can see how much smaller it is compared to RS4 manifold. So the difference is huge, and I think it will help us in the airflow to the engine, so there's much more air coming in there, and it will help to cool the car down and have more power output. So everything what you've seen, it's in a bit of a sad condition. However, we will go ahead with it. So we gotta strip it fully down, clean it, get it ready for shipping, because it's going to London to the machine shop. So we'll be sending the crank for polishing and dynamic balancing. We will put the pistons, rods all together in the box. The cylinder heads will be sorted locally. They'll be fully done as well. And loads of cleaning and loads of powder coating needs doing. I did order everything what we needed to the last pipe, hose and gasket, so I'm really hoping it will be here soon. In the next video we'll be stripping out the rear suspension, which is the suspension from Titanic. It's completely rotten. We still have to test the subframe if it's reusable, but that will be the next video, guys. So thank you for watching, take care for now, and see you in the next one.